Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto News. I'm your host, Crypto Chester, and today we're going to be talking about PancakeSwap. Now, PancakeSwap, obviously, it's the leading DEX for BNB, and this thing has been doing very, very well, and it has been around for a very, very, very long time. We're talking multiple cycles here. This asset has been around here, okay? We're talking back in 2020 here, this thing was going, okay? So today we're going to be doing an overview on this project and see where this thing could be going, and also what is happening just in general in terms of price action, okay? So without further ado, let's get straight into this. And you can see here on the daily, it's actually up 8.78%, looking pretty good, priced around $1.88. On the 7-day, it's at a break even because it did actually dump down quite aggressively here due to obviously Trump's tariffs, and you can see the market cap roughly around $500 million. If we look at the all-time high market cap for this asset, it did very, very well back in 2021 with a $6.76 billion market cap. And this is basically when a lot of projects were building on the BSC chain, and we did see PancakeSwap really facilitate a lot of those DEX transactions here. Now, since then, it hasn't been that great. Even this run, it's not really picked up that heavily. We did see $1.2 billion back in September of 2024, but we haven't seen any sort of highs get broken from that point. It's been pretty bleak overall there for PancakeSwap, but we can still make money trading this. Obviously, this is traded on multiple exchanges. Of course, it is on Binance as well, but we can actually still make money just generally trading it. So let's jump into the chart and let's see what positions we could be looking out for here. Before we do that, guys, I want to talk to you quickly about Best Wallet. Now, Best Wallet is a Web3 wallet, the same as MetaMask and also Phantom. But what these guys are doing, they're creating an infrastructure and an ecosystem that supports contactless crypto payments in retail stores. Now, what that means is they're creating a card that sits on your phone that holds your crypto, your stable coins, and then you can basically pay for your shopping and your groceries and stuff with your phone through contactless Visa payments, but through Best Wallet app. They support 60 different chains. They've also launched their own their pre-sale to support this ecosystem, which will be hosted by their own token called Best Token. And you can see they've actually raised $11.6 million so far. So definitely not one to ignore. A bit of alpha for you there, guys. Go check it out. All the links are in the description. Now back over to the cake chart. You can see here, as I said, it's been pretty bleak from a charting perspective here. This would be the trend line that I would be drawing in, and you can see it's quite reactive along this line. Okay, we definitely see spikes of volume in terms of bullish momentum here. So that's definitely something to really be looking out for here. This is obviously on the weekly chart, guys. So that's obviously the weekly candle. The weekly time frame there. What I do want to look at here is the daily here, because you can see we're clearly finding some very, very important levels here along this zone, as well as this top side as well. So these are resistance levels here. These are support levels here, okay? So what we're seeing now potentially is another move to the upside worth maybe 34% here, okay? That will bring us to the top side of this chart pattern here, and then we can basically be weighing out potential breakout from either side. Now, the breakouts are very, very simple, very easy to track here. You can see we're basically just going to be using market structure points here to be basically using as a reference for potential take profits in the future, okay? So you can see these are going to be our areas here, and if we do break out to the top side, you can see we've got 284, 336, and 453, and if we break out to the downside, we've got 152, 140, and 115. Okay, it is a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, guys. It is in a break-even sort of a sideways sort of channel here. So this actually means it can break either way. So basically get ready for potential breakout to the upside and the downside. How much is this breakout worth is the question. This would be the measure move to the upside. And you can see, obviously, depending on where we break along this trend line, this will be potentially quite clean, up for around 90%. Yes, you heard that correctly, 90%. Imagine you 10x that trade. It's going to be a 900% move, okay? And then to the downside, all the way to the volume-weighted ATR band on the daily here, that is all the way down roughly around 43%. So it's a short to the downside and a long to the upside. Let me know what you think of that trade in the comment section, guys. I'm super, super intrigued to know your opinion. If you are looking for that new alpha early project, go check out Best Wallet, $11 million raised. That is going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.